Hi, and welcome to Challenge 8. You've almost made it to the end, so congratulations for that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to change gears a little bit, and I'm going to talk about how to tabulate data from sheet responses. A lot of the formatting with queries and proper and split have been really working around the idea of like maybe rosters and breaking down information like that. Now what I can do is actually just use raw data from a form response and start getting some numbers from it. And so what I've set up here is a couple of scenarios. I'm going to make 3 different videos here. This will be really expository, and then you're welcome to come in and check out the formulas, copy it, replicate it, and change things around. What I'm going to be doing right now is working off of the form responses one, okay? And I'm going to be using information that would be centered around the grade level, which is column E, the gender, which is F, basically how you describe the first thing, which had 4 different responses, and then which creatures make you feel nervous, just to give you a variety of things. And what you'll notice here is how you're feeling about the first thing. These are the 4 choices and had the grade levels. Okay. You see male and female, the animals make you feel nervous, and we're going to do a couple other things with it. So what we're going to be working with now is going to be the countifs function. And if you click on this link, it'll take you to a flashcard that I built about how it's set up. But the idea is a countifs will be counting something only if the multiple criteria all apply. So if you have 2 conditions, then both conditions have to apply for it to count. Otherwise, it will be ignored. And so what I want to do right now is I want to find the number of people who are in grade 9 who answered great. And you'll notice really quick here that that was column H, and it would be column E. So what I did is I'm going to write a formula equals countifs, my parenthesis. I'm going to find the responses of great. So I'm going to click on my form responses, column H, comma, and then I'm going to do an quote equal quote ampersand. Okay. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to choose my heading, which was great, comma. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to find my grade levels. That was going to be column E, comma. And I'm going to do again the quote equal quote ampersand. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to choose my grade 9. And I'm going to close my parentheses and explain what in the world I just did. So here's what's happening. I am looking for the data that's in column H of my form responses. That would be great, overwhelming, and such. And I'm looking at column E, which was a grade level. Now, what I did here is I used this equal sign ampersand because now rather than typing in a specific value, I want the heading to be set up to be the thing to reference against. And so by putting an equal sign and parentheses and ampersand, it's going to tell us to look whatever is in C1. If I happen to put overwhelming there, well, then that's what it will look against. If I happen to put whatever there, that's what it will check against. And then same thing with the grade. And when I hit enter, what you're going to notice now is I have a value of 9. So that's cool. If I try to drag this down 1, I have 0, which seems impossible. And if I try to drag this over another column, this also seems impossible. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring in some absolute referencing, which is the $ stuff. So what I want to do is I want to lock in column C, row 1 as my column headings. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put a $ in front of the 1 to lock in row 1. Column 1 rather. I'm going to then lock in B because I want B to be the grade level and I don't want them to move away from it. Okay. Now what we also saw is if I was clicking up and down, I have H and E. If I go down 1, it's going to be H and E again. Well, okay, so now this is I and F, so that's going to be a problem. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to lock in the columns. I don't want to look at any other column other than H and E. When I do that, my answer is still the same. Now when I drag it over, I start getting responses. And that's what I want to see. So now as I go around, I'll see that, basically it'll be, checking against different values of the response or of the grade level. So feel free to go in here, try it out. You can delete out the data and redo the formula, see if it will work for you. And I'm